I really like these compilations the FIVB used to do. You can get them off of FIVB's website, but you have to like go through the archives and coaching, and it's kind of a hassle. They used to do this a lot for World Championships, and they used to have all these kind of different complexes and what's in setter in this rotation, passer in this rotation. So this one is just Jiba, or basically the H1 playing defense in transition, middle back, digging. So it has all these just plays just set up for him digging. So we're going to run through a little bit here. This is middle back defense. So I'm making a great play. After he serves, you're going to notice... Oops, sorry, here we go. After he serves it, he gets in there for the middle attack, and then he rotates diagonally a little bit, kind of filling the seam. He's a little shallow, but these guys at this level are going to hit the ball pretty hard, so he's shallow, so at least he can take it with his hands. His reaction time is so quick that he doesn't get hit in the face. But once he gets up, he's in this kind of matrix kind of position, little matrix here. He gets up so quickly, and he comes for the pipe. And he hits for the pipe. That way, at least he's holding these players. He's still holding everybody. Him coming in for this pipe like this is holding the middle blocker and even the right side blocker, even this guy, even this guy. So Ricardo kind of looks like he's going to set him. And then just a little flick. Look at this transition from the opposite. He just kind of stands there and just hop steps. This is amazing. Just hop steps. Nobody up. Actually, this is not Ricardo the setter. This is the better backup guy. This is I can't remember his name right now. He's pretty good too, though. Not as good as Ricardo, obviously. But hop step, just as hop step from the opposite. Nobody up. Again, Jiba getting diagonally. That was the play before. I love that set, though. So his base spot is about 20 feet. Then he gets to the diagonal. Now his new spot is here. He's waiting for this guy to attack cross court. And he's reacting. So he's there. He's there for the quick. He sees that it's not going to go outside. He sees nothing. This other setter is pretty predictable. Just kind of launches a high back set. Right there to dig. And the pass was just straight up. So I mean, it wasn't like it was a nice little high ball dig. So he knows he's out, so he's calling outside, 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 and he's following it. He knows he's not going to get set. He's calling outside. You see that? He's with his hand. He's saying go outside. But now he's going to walk in and cover. So his job was never done. So he's following the ball. And then he's down when he hits it. So they're up. Everyone's down. Middle blocker. Down covering, down covering, down covering, down covering. This guy's kind of walking in. The ball to get blocked this way and then straight like that is kind of rare. Ideally, this guy would be probably like right in here, down covering, but I mean, that's, you know, being too perfect sometimes. But all these guys are ready for the fast one. Transition, he sees that it's going to be a down ball, so they're not going to jump. So now he fills in. Leaving this is pretty hard. I mean, if this guy would be smart, that's why we always hit high, deep cross court, because look at this defense that's set up. Setter does not release. The setter is having to take his spot of the court. So Sergio's taking this. I think he can get this with his hands. I think if the ball comes up here, he can jump and grab that with his hands. That's why he's there. But he doesn't want this ball to beat him. So I think he's that close because I think he has confidence that he can jump and grab this ball with his hands. Remember, they don't call doubles on attacks, so he could just really mangle that ball. Jeeb's got this little sphere. He's got this little sphere. So down ball, all front row players are not worrying about the ball. All back row players are taking the ball on a down ball. After he passes, Jeeba, after he passes this ball, he's getting up quickly and he's ready to go for a pipe. So you can see he's into his approach. Once you pass the ball, you have to do that just so you can keep the other team honest. Pass and go for the pipe. There again, he passes it, goes for the pipe. Off the block. This is a really fast kind of... I think this is Japan. Japan ran an interesting play where they have their left front passing in the middle. And then he runs outside. You see this? So this is kind of an interesting play. That's why Jeeba's so close up here. That's why Jeeba's kind of in the middle. He doesn't have time to react. He just kind of plays in the middle. It's a great touch by the middle blocker, Gustavo here. Gustavo here is jumping and he's putting his hands up. He's not facing his hands that way. He's putting his hands and kind of curling straight up. That way if the ball hits it, it's going to go straight up. He's not pointing at the hitter. He kind of catches himself and brings him back vertically. So you can kind of see it's pixelated a little bit, but you can kind of see Andre right here. You can kind of see the last second he's moving his hands here, and you can kind of see this. And then the last second he kind of moves his hands in. I know it's pixelated, but just watch for that really quick here. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. So here he's facing him, and then there. You see that? There. I'll show you here. There. So his hands are right there, and then it's back in the court. It's facing, and then tries to on contact move it in. So it's a subtle thing. It's a big difference, though. And he goes for the pipe. Never is your job done. Same exact thing. If you're coming for the pipe like this, if you're yelling and screaming and you've just dug this ball off the top, both blockers' hands are nice and squared. Perfect. It's not too crazy. He's coming for the pipe so fast. The other team is like, has to watch this. The middle blocker is, this guy can't just get on his guy. He's looking, he's like, uh-oh, uh-oh. I don't know what to do. There's two players coming at me, overloading me. So then Gustavo comes up and he's just rips the ball, step closes to it again. He comes off the net. Look at Gustavo's footwork. Stops at the 10-foot line. This guy's like a robot machine. He's literally like a robot. Don't. Step close, back one. Back quicks in transition are awesome. It's just very unpredictable. Back quick facing where he's hitting, just coming in, just terminating. Good step close, step close.